Hello everyone, what's up? It's me again, Junkmaster3, and what do you know? I'm back with a new review video of a film from the 80s, early 80s, a film called Trapped. Oh, of course, you can't see anything because it's so goddamn dark in here. Sorry for that intro, but yeah, the film is called Trapped. This is also known as. It was some weird title, I believe. It was also known as Baker County, USA, which I thought was a really stupid title. I have to say, Trapped is better. Even as generic as Trapped sounds like, it is a much better title. Well, that aside, now I'm going to talk about the film. The film is directed by William Fruitt, who also directed Funeral Home, Killer Party, Blue Monkey, I believe he also directed. I think I probably missed out on some of his other films, but those are the ones that comes first to mind. Um, Now, this film is basically, I mean, this is about a bunch of. We open the film really with the with this like leader of this little like community or village out in the middle of nowhere, Henry Silva, and right off the bat, you know that he is up to no good, and he's a really ruthless type of not killer, but ruthless type of leader, you could say, because he catches his wife with another man, and that man gets like harassed by all the other like people because they basically follow him and just follow his orders, even though as crazy as they might sound. So yeah, they pretty much harass this guy up to the point that he has to run for his life. And then we pretty much cut to these teenagers that decides to have a vacation out in the wilderness or in the middle of nowhere, just to yeah just to have a good time basically, and they witness the murder of this poor guy. I mean, this is not really any big spoiler or anything, but and Henry Silva's character, the leader of this community, or like not Henry Silva. The Henry Silva is the actor, but his character name is also Henry. So yeah, that's why it's a little bit confused. But so it's basically up to these four to defend themselves and um, try to get a hold of the police, basically, because they have this entire community against them, and the leader Henry is just crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'm not gonna spoil anything else out of that. So that's it for the storyline. Now, what did I think of the film? I really enjoyed this film. I'm gonna talk a little bit about things that I really enjoyed and things that I didn't really like as much. But first of all, I have a soft spot for some of these films that takes place out in the middle of nowhere, like in jungles and forests and stuff like that. I'm not really sure why. Just I think it just comes down to the fact that it's way more difficult to make a film out there than like you just do it like in your backyard, basically. I know that sounds really weird, but yeah, that's just what I feel like. Um, Now the acting overall is really great, and Henry Silva, I mean, he really steals the show, and surprisingly as well, even though the main characters make some really questionable decisions, like why would you do that? How can you be so stupid? You still really care for the main characters, or like these people, that these college kids or whatever, and that's something that you don't really. That's something that doesn't really happen too often, it seems, in films. So I mean, that's a really big plus as well. The cinematography is amazing. I really like the lighting as well in the film. Some really great shots. Um, and yeah, the storyline is a little bit. That's really like a little bit of a flaw, really. I would say it's because it's sort of like it's in the woods and it's outside of the woods, and the I would say all the parts within the woods they are really good, but some of the shots like in the when they're like at some it's like a police station or something, because police have like they talk about with Henry Silva on the phone, and I think some of those shots were like a little bit questionable. But overall, if you like films such as Deliverance and other like redneck hillbilly horror type films, this is definitely the film for you. Now, I don't want to compare this to Deliverance, because obviously Deliverance is one of the best of its kind, really. But yeah, if you're a fan of those type of films in general, go check this one out. It's not overly that. I mean, it is really violent and stuff like that, but it's not as bloody or gory as you might expect. Even though there are some really entertaining and cool death scenes in this one as well. So yeah, Trapped. So if you haven't seen this one, I highly recommend this one. I give this a 7 out of 10. Not too sure how easy this is to come across nowadays, actually, because this is a really old Code Red release, which I am pretty sure it's nearly impossible to get hold of, at least this particular release. Might have gotten some new Blu-ray release, I'm not too sure about that, but yeah, Trapped. Really highly recommended, so yeah, Trapped. So that's my review for Trapped. I'm pretty sure after I'm completed this video, I'm probably gonna say, oh, I missed that and I missed that and I missed that. That's sometimes what happens when you make your review. So yeah. Well, anyway, thank you everyone for watching, and keep your eyes open for the next video. And yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.